In the recent TEDx talk, you talked about the idea of being comfortable with being uncomfortable with information.
Hmm.
Do you still think this is important for voters to understand?
Mm, again, absolutely, I do. It's this idea that oftentimes we will stick in our favored media silos. We'll go to the news organizations that we like, and stay there, and that's where we get all of our information. But because we know that some news organizations report things differently than other news organizations, um, it really is important that we challenge ourselves, that we, again, read across the political spectrum and find, if we're left leaning, find a couple of conservative sources that we go to for news, maybe once or twice a week. You don't have to go all the time, right? But it's important to expose yourself to the breadth of information that is available across media outlets. As an example, during the impeachment hearings, um, the when I just happened to be looking at several news sources when the day that Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman was testifying, and the coverage of Vindman's testimony in the Washington Post, for instance, was about pretty much what he was saying in the hearings, and the coverage that I looked at on Fox News on their website was the main story was about the White House response to what Vindman was saying, and so it was covered differently. And the White House was rejecting a lot of what Vindman was saying, quite obviously. So you get different kinds of news from different kinds of news sources. We have to know that, and we have to be willing to go to news sources that may challenge our political ideologies.